You've been training and eating right. You're really stuck into this. You say you're serious about it, but you're still not lean. The thing is, it's not your program, it's not your diet, and it's especially not your genetics. I myself spent 3 years of spinning my wheels in the gym. I was bulking, cutting, mesocycles, training 6 times a week, super intense, tracking every single macro that I consumed. And yet I still look the same. I had nothing to show for it physically, and it was overall just wasted effort and time in the gym that I could have spent, actually living life. The thing is, throughout this time, I was scattered through multiple things and I didn't really treat it as serious as it needed to be treated. Fitness is not something that it can solve itself. It's not going to magically manifest. You're not going to wake up one day with the physique you wanted. And it takes real action and real directed, targeted effort in order to actually get results. And this is like any goal in life. Yet you're here still trying to find the next piece of information, probably not only in fitness, but in everything in life. You're trying to do things, accomplish things in your current state, and you think that a quick fix, a quick solution is going to get you the goal, but the reality is that's what's keeping you in this very position in life. And this probably just isn't in fitness. Your body is a representation of what's going on in here, so your life is just all over the place. And once you realize that getting lean doesn't require more and it actually requires less, and it requires you to treat it like a goal and have not only an actual action plan, but tick off the boxes of that action plan every single day for the span of 12 weeks consistently without fail, that's when you realize how to actually get what you want in life. And that's when you'll actually look the way you want because you directly did that. I'm not going to blab on here about why you need to eat better or train harder or give you a quick fix solution. I'm telling you what you actually need to know. What's been keeping you in this cycle of starting a cut, stopping it, and never being able to fully commit and fully get the results that you're after. Most people are treating their fitness goal like any other goal in life. And the fact is, you probably have no real results in the world. You're scattered throughout multiple things. You're trying to push multiple things forward. Good props to you. You have the ambition, you have the energy, you have a vision for your life and for yourself. But the simple fact is you have nothing to show for it. And the most easiest thing that you can change, you haven't even changed. Your physical appearance still doesn't match who you think you are in here. And that should be infuriating. And it infuriated me for so long because I knew what I could be. I knew that I had the proper information. I knew that I was in the gym. I knew that I was training properly. I knew that I knew how to diet. Yet my body did not reflect that. I was all over the place trying to push a business forward, trying to push crypto forward. I had many things going on in my life. And I treated fitness as a side project. I didn't have it as my main attention. I was only as consistent as I felt like being because my life was chaotic. I had so many things going on. And I failed to realize what it actually took to achieve a goal. And it all comes down to not knowing how to get from here to here properly in a structured way in order to show myself what it looks like to close the gap. And when I made the shift of actually setting definite plans and goals and sticking with one thing the entire way through, blocking out all the other noise in life, realizing that I'm sacrificing, other areas of life right now because I want to push this one area forward, this one area of fitness. That's when I actually got results, and it showed me what it looks like to get from point A to point B and what filling the gap looks like. And it's more than just a better diet or more training or anything you can think of. There's no information that's going to save. There's no one piece of information that is going to change everything overnight. But just having my full attention on this one goal and consistently sticking with it no matter what, no matter how hard life was, no matter all the resistance in my head telling me to go this way or do this thing or I can always do this later. I stuck with it for the entire 12 weeks. I did the 3 action items of hitting my macros, training, sleeping well. I did those consistently for 12 weeks without fail. And lo and behold, I got results. It's not fucking magic. It's simply just putting your attention directed into one area, doing the right proper action items. Of course, you need that base of knowledge, which I have on this channel for you to get. And you're going to get results without question, without fail. And literally just that was the shift. It wasn't a diet hack. It wasn't a special piece of information. I didn't meet fucking Mr. Olympia and he told me this one thing that changed my fitness results. It was just me approaching it differently. And now that I know how to close a gap and a goal that I go after, I could do this in any area of life. And fitness just taught me that. And the cool thing was, it was only a 12-week time frame, and it taught me everything I needed to know about goal setting and actually making real results in this world. Now, if you're watching this and you realize that you are doing so many things at once, it's kind of hard to just stop it all overnight, because, you know, there's a lot of opportunity costs. At least that's how you think in your mind. I can't drop everything for fitness because, oh, what about this, or what about this? And that's the hard thing you need to eliminate. If you want help not only strategizing this cut and actually getting results and having a body to show for the effort you have, but change that behavior of yourself of trying to do multiple things at once, because in this day and age, it's so tempting. There's so much information. There's so many things you could possibly be doing. And the thing is, that's what's keeping you stuck. Either way, book a call down below. We can see exactly where you're at, where you're lacking, and how we can actually get results and teach you the lifelong skill set of sticking with a goal, accomplishing it, then moving on to the next, so you can build a life of your dreams. Most people I speak to never make this shift because they're scared of, you know, the opportunity costs that revolve around putting your attention in one area. And this was me for the longest, you know, especially like I said earlier, with this modern day and age, you think you can do a lot in this world, and you can, you know, there's so much information. You can have things, especially with AI, and just there's so many things going on right now that you technically can have multiple goals you're going after. But the thing is, you may feel productive, you may feel like you're getting a little bit progress in these 4 different goals you have in your life, but the reality is you're building a lot of half-built bridges, and the feeling of being productive and feeling like you're progressing in life triumphs the actual results you get. So you're stuck in this state of illusion thinking that you're headed somewhere because you have all these open loops that you're putting a little effort into each, which makes the progress feel amplified. But in reality, you're not building anything real, and you're building a foundation of cards, which is going to collapse on you like it did to me. And it literally just comes down to focused attention. And many people have lost it in this day and age. They can't stick with one thing and accomplish it and do it the right way because they feel the need to constantly be stimulated by other goals and have a lot of things going on to feel that they're headed to where they want to be. Most guys will watch this and think to themselves, and they will agree the fact that they're spread super thin, that they're trying to accomplish everything at once, that they're unwilling to just dedicate themselves to one thing and one thing only. Yet they're still going to go back to doing everything and feeling this sense of accomplishment when in reality they have nothing to show for it. So don't be that guy. Either way, if you're actually ready to make real change in your life and you want a body to show for the change you made to yourself up here, which is going to change the way you approach life and you go about goals in the future, book a call down below. We can strategize a one-on-one session to you, exactly where you're at, where we need to be, what are the biggest obstacles currently, in order to actually get you moving forward towards your dream life. Either way, guys, this was Achilles. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and this is going to wrap it up here.